Good day everyone, it's your boy Harvmus, welcome you back to the channel. As always, wishing you all the very best. See, we're back again, this time with a review. It's my first dabble into the Motu Origins line, and what a line to get into. This is the new crossover Turtles of Grayskull, and the first two that I have managed to purchase, they are made by Mattel, are of course Leonardo, the heroic Ninja Turtle leader, and Donatello, heroic Turtle at Arms. And as you can see, they look very, very good on the turntable. Very chunky figures, chunky. And each of them comes with a comic, and as you can see, shows you Mikey with a weird, almost like He-Man hairstyle, and Raphael with his helmet on. And they look pretty cool, and you can see a mutated He-Man, Attila, and you can see Man-at-Arms, and of course by the power of pizza. And it shows you all of them in this wave. Leonardo, heroic Ninja Turtle leader. He-Man, most powerful mutant in the universe. Man-at-Arms, weapons master in a half shell. And Donatello, heroic Turtle at Arms. And it does come with decent comic inside, so check it out. And as I say, we'll start with Leo's packaging. You get the like ooze bursting through Eternia. Nice artwork, classic Motu inspired. Lift this up, you can see there he is with Grayskull in the background, Leo fighting the Shredder. And it does say combine half swords into the power katana. And yeah, that's Leo's package. Oh hey, excuse the pun. And then it says, you can see here, you've got Beast Man with Grayskull behind fighting Donnie. Crossing dimensions isn't so bad, not if you're Donatello and strike up a friendship with Man-at-Arms. When these two geniuses put their minds together, they create turtle-inspired Eternian armor to combat Krang's mutations. Remove shell armor to use as a shield. You can do the same for Leo. It does disconnect. So, and I forgot to read Leo's bio. An explosion from the Technodrome sends the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cross dimensions into Eternia. Now augmented with tech for Man-at-Arms armory, Leonardo leads his brothers into battle for the power of Grayskull. But yeah, yep, pretty decent. And for some reason, my studio lights have just decided to pack in on me. I don't know why. Never mind. We have enough light. We shall carry on. So, as you can see, I'm going to get them off the turntable. We'll start with Leo. It's the first one I picked up. Then the next day came Donatello. As you can see, they basically are the Masters of the Universe body with a few updates. As I say, they do have a printed shell on the back, but it is a bit strange that they go to Eternia and they can rip their back off, which must be bloody painful. But as you can see, as it shows on the packaging, very sleepy. There you go. He can use it, rip his own back off to be a shell shield. Looks pretty cool. But me personally, I find that kind of vulgar for them ripping off their backs. So I'm just going to put that back on, which is where they should have their shell. So as you can see, articulation, they've got decent articulation even on the bandana on Leo. His head can look up, look down. Arms can go all the way out to the side, even with the armor, which can come off. Elbow, just about 90 degrees on a ball joint. Elbow bend. Wrist has articulation, swivel and bend. We have toe tiltage all the way back on a bit of a rocker. You have calf swivel, and you have knee swivel, about that much on the knee. You can kick out to the side, so we do ninja kick. The only thing is, because obviously it's done off the Motu body, it's not much kick range at the front, but there's enough for you to have a good pose. and he looks pretty cool. And he does come with, like they say, power katana, which splits into two. But it does split into two, but it bloody kills you to separate it. You have to start at the top, I found. And then it does pull off really well. And because I'm on camera, it did it first time. Normally, it bloody doesn't. But be very careful, because I worry that this will snap multiple attempts at doing this. I mean, it's not so bad when they're together, but there you go. He has his dual katanas, which do look nice with the like metallic flake, and then you just line up the pegs with the holes like so, and thus you do get the power katana, which does thankfully hold in his hand really well. So let's move him out way. Now for Donnie. Always my favourite Ninja Turtle, Donnie. Sadly, his helmet doesn't come off, which I wish it did, but never mind. Because I know when the raft that's coming out, his helmet does come off, but Donnie's does not. Oh yeah, and as always with Motu, you can, well, I can't get mine out, but you can pull their joints apart and that to mix and match them, apparently. I know you can on this. See, it's coming out there, but I'm not going to risk taking it out because I'm not going to swap it anyway. But you can. It does show you in the packaging, which we'll get to now. Shows you here. Removable parts. Remove and swap parts. You can remove his head, his arms, his wrists, his knees, etc. Blah blah blah. Yakety yakety. Blah blah blah. But yeah, Donnie has the same articulation as Leo, apart from I find Donnie has more at the knee, so it might just be my version of Leo. But Donnie is a lot better to articulate than Leo. His arms, you can hold his man-at-arms turtle shell-inspired staff, which I do believe if you get man-at-arms, as you can see this peg at the bottom, man-at-arms has the hole, you can put them together to make him have an even longer staff. But Donnie does have this like gun laser on his arm, and you can, if you pose him correctly, you can hold both sides of, just 2 seconds, try and get the light back in here, there we go, yeah, that's better. It's awesome, can pose and go whack, home run. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, waist rotation, articulation's the same. I do like these. I mean, they come in the packet a bit looser, but I put them on the tighter setting. But I like how they're like a metallic purple. It's just so nice. And again, you can pull your shell off, and it does have a painted on one underneath, but you can use it as a shield. But I'll just be keeping it on because he's a turtle and he doesn't want to be ripping his shell off. It's not going to be good for him. But yeah. And his head articulation is the same. Doesn't really lose out on anything. It looks sweet, you know. For my first dabble in these new Motu figures, which annoyingly it's made me now want to get into it, because I did love He-Man as a kid. And when I saw they did a crossover with Turtles, I thought, why not? I've got to get in on that action. So, we're going to go for comparison. I mean, I never even did a review on these. These are, funny enough, there's only 2 of these Mutant Mayhem I picked up. Was Donatello, so there you are for scale, and funnily enough, Leonardo. So that's your scale. I mean, obviously they're big, they're Motu scale. So, I mean, going into my treasure trove of toy box, they're smaller than a Power Rangers Lightning figure. So, you know, that's all being said, there's your scale. So, I'm going to go to my final thoughts. I hope you'll join me. Yeah. Hello and welcome back to my final thoughts. So I'm going to give them, you know what, I'm going to give them 9 out of 10. Donnie, I'm going to give 9 out of 10. The reason he gets knocked down a bit, because I would have liked it that his helmet could have come off, but that, never mind, it doesn't. But, and Leo, I would have liked them to have better knee articulation on him, and it's just the fact that the power sword is up, power katana is awesome when it's together, but it's a bit flimsy and falls out the hands sometimes when it's not in together. So other than that, no, amazing. They're doing amazing things with these toys these days, and you know what I mean. Turtles of Grayskull, it's two amazing franchises. It's He-Man and everything, and other than the Power Rangers, they've done, I think it was like Street Fighter and all them ones. Stranger Things, I think it did as well, didn't they? I don't know. They did weird things. But, you know what I mean? Amazing. I'm really happy with these, and I'm down to get all the rest of the Turtles. I mean, am I going to collect all the Motu line? I don't know. It's a rabbit hole I financially don't want to go down, and I might do, I might not, but I do like Turtles, so that's the reason I've dived on this one. But I do think I'll get the Motu ones that go to this line, and I do think I'll have to pick up a standard He-Man to accommodate the lineup and a Skeletor. But as we get to that, we'll deal with that later down the line. But this is your boy Hodmus, thanking you again once again for coming to the channel, and it really helps that you keep coming and you enjoying, and leave the comments. It's great to talk to you, and I'm glad you enjoy what I do. Much love. So this has been Hodmus reviewing the Turtles of Grayskull Masters of the Universe Ninja Turtles crossover by Mattel, Leonardo and Donatello. More to come. Take care. Till all toy lovers are one. Scooby-Doo ending.